Jack Armstrong, Jack Armstrong, Jack Armstrong, the all-American boy.
Hello, this is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. I hope you're staying safe at home. Well, at least for the next 2 hours you can watch my show. This is Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy, chapters 6 through 10. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you after these chapters.
Jack Armstrong, Jack Armstrong, Jack Armstrong, the all-American boy. Jack and his companions find their way into the tunnels where the Grotto Laboratory is located. Learning of this, Professor Zorn plans to trap them. And now, as our party is horrified to realize that it's taken refuge in the resting place of the ponderous aeroglobe, hey, look! Mr. Hardy! Look down. Quick, flatten yourselves against the wall.
Well, Professor, I suppose Jack Armstrong and the Fairfields been well taken care of.
There's no doubt about it.
I'll just look around to make sure. All right, come out of there and keep your hands off that gun. You can cover it, Jackman. I'll go find out what we're to do with them.
Zorn calling. Zorn calling.
Grood talking. What is it, Zorn?
We captured Jack Armstrong and his friends in the tunnel. What shall we do with them?
Dispose of them immediately.
Very well. You heard the order.
Radio message from Paris.
As soon as I finish this little job.
No, come back at once. Pierce just radioed that his ship is arriving. When you finished your job, report to Grood.
Right. happened? Where are they?
They got away.
How could they?
There's the answer.
Which way they go?
I don't know.
Hello, Grood.
Gregory Pierce, welcome to the island.
Is everything under control?
Moving on schedule. How was your trip?
Uneventful.
Did you bring everything we ordered?
Here's the manifest of our cargo. It also includes everything necessary to complete the cosmic beam annihilator.
Splendid. Within a week, the world will know it has a new ruler.
I also brought those special bombs you requested, although I had a hard time obtaining them.
We may need them to pull another magic trick on the natives.
And by the way, have my friends been giving you any trouble?
Quite a bit. But we have them trapped in the tunnel at present. Blair is just taking care of them.
I'd hope to avoid bloodshed.
Hello, Pierce.
Oh, Blair.
You don't seem to be bringing good news, Blair.
Jackman let Armstrong and the Fairfields escape. Well, what's so funny?
I don't believe you'll be having any trouble with that little group.
That's what you think. You better have Exalta order the natives to handle them.
No, they botched the job once. We'll find another way.
Do you have to resort to violence?
Jack Armstrong and the Fairfields still think that you are their friend. Maybe you can do something.
I'll be glad to handle the assignment, provided I can do it my own way.
It's all yours, Pierce, starting right now.
What'll you do? Frighten them off by saying boo?
Just let me work it out.
Well, we'll be watching you.
These coconuts sure taste good, don't they, Betty?
They sure do.
I'd rather have them shredded on top of a cake.
How about a coconut custard pie?
Well, maybe yes and maybe no. It all depends. Now, it was one of my mother's homemade.
I'm sure sleepy.
We all need sleep. Coming, Jack?
I'll be right along.
What do you want?
Princess Alura wants to see you alone.
Why do you bring your knife?
Soon we afraid white fellow.
What does the princess want?
See you come. She tell much. Princess give ring, him fellow see.
Yes, that's the ring she was wearing, all right.
See you come?
Yes, lead the way.
What are you afraid of, Naga? That you'll lose your place with the princess?
She becomes suspicious more each day. I have helped you so far, there is no turning back for me.
Have you told the princess anything about our work?
You know I cannot. I do not know what your work is.
Except that you will be repaid. Well repaid. I'll make you the ruler of 1,000 islands.
I look eagerly to that day.
You studied among white men, and you know how cruel they can be when they have the power to rule. One day, I'm going to give you that power.
But now, what will you do now about the princess' suspicions?
What can I do? I leave that to your god Exalta. When he sees fit, he will speak. Calm your fears, Naga. Have faith in the clever mind of the white man.
How do I look, Miana?
As beautiful as a crescent moon in the heavens, Princess.
Where was the princess going, Mayana?
She did not tell me, Naga.
Where did she go? Where did she go?
To meet young white man.
Where?
At river, below waterfall.
You sent for me, Princess?
Yes, to ask a favor.
What is it?
Once here on the island, all was peace. Yamela's people and mine were united. Then the white men came, and all was changed.
That's because they were evil white men, Princess.
Yet it was only when you and your people came that men were killed.
We came because a friend was brought here a prisoner.
How do you know he is here? Have you seen him?
No, but we're positive he's on this island somewhere.
I want you and your companions to leave the island at once.
We can't leave until we find our friend. Besides, we have to stay here until a ship arrives.
Today a ship did arrive.
What kind of a ship?
A large one. They carried many things from it to that strange building up the river.
What building? Where is it?
Where the trail crosses the river. Strange sound and much smoke come from it. To attack those men. Why did you do it, Naga?
You sent for him to meet you here. For what reason, Princess?
What makes you think I did?
Your maid, Mayana, told me. Some of your people do not favor your friendship with these white men. What did you tell him?
Nothing.
This isn't the way to camp, Jack.
I know it. But Alura told me about a strange building up the river. I think we'd better look it over.
All right.
It's a weird-looking place. What do you think it is?
Possibly a stamp mill. Or a place where they process minerals.
Seems deserted.
Men are probably up the trading post.
Let's look around.
Jack Armstrong, Jim Fairfield. By thunder, I am glad to see you two.
Gregory Pierce.
Well, what in the world are you doing down here?
I was worried when I didn't get a message saying you had landed safely. So I chartered a boat and came in search of you.
We appreciate that, Pierce, but how'd you hit on this particular island?
Well, I knew your general course, so I just followed it from island to island. This is the 4th one I've been on.
But this is a long way inland. How did you get up here?
Well, they were loading some things off the boat to be sent up here. So I came along for the ride. By the way, how is everything? Where are Betty and Billy?
Well, that's a long story. Right now, we want to send a radiogram to the mainland.
Well, I think I can arrange it. You just wait here.
That's Jack Armstrong and Jim Fairfield. When I call you, I want you to take them in the storeroom and lock them in.
Then what?
That's all. There's going to be no rough stuff.
Investigation should be made at once. End of message. Is that covered?
Yes, that ought to bring them here fast.
The operator's returned to the ship, but I'll have him send this as soon as I get back aboard. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes, there is. Could you spare some arms and ammunition?
You having trouble with the natives?
Oh, that's putting it mildly.
Well, did you get in touch with Grood, the trader, and ask him to help you?
We have a suspicion he's the one that set the natives against us.
And's holding Vic Hardy prisoner.
Oh, I can't believe that. Of course, I only met him this afternoon, and he seemed like a decent sort. However, if you want some arms and ammunition, there's plenty in the storeroom.
Fine.
Slade! Slade! I'll have him take you up there.
Yes, sir.
Take Mr. Armstrong and Mr. Fairfield up to the storeroom and give them anything they want.
All right. Right this way, gentlemen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Weapons you're looking for, you'll find them in one of those crates over there. But I haven't got any idea which one. You two fellas give them a going over, and I'll take a gander at these.
Right.
This box is marked shoe polish.
That's a hot one. What are the natives going to use it for? They don't wear shoes.
Hey, Slade, where you going?
I wonder why he ran out on us.
I don't know, but we'd better find out.
But the store's locked. Slade, Pierce!
Look, that smoke. We've got to get out of here. Let's find something to break the door down with. Here, give me a hand with this.
What is the meaning of this vicious attack on Gregory Pierce? Does this indicate another hostile move on the part of the natives? For the answers, see Cavern of Chance, Chapter 7 of Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy, at this theater next week.
Jack Armstrong, Jack Armstrong, Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy.
Not knowing that Pierce is working with their enemies, Jack and Uncle Jim appeal to him for supplies from the ship on which he's just arrived. Pierce apparently agrees and has them conducted to the mill's storeroom where...
If it's weapons you're looking for, you'll find them in one of those crates over there. But I haven't got any idea which one. You two fellas give them a going over, and I'll take a gander at these.
Right.
This box is marked shoe polish.
That's a hot one. What are the natives going to use it for? They don't wear shoes. Hey, Slade, where you going?
I wonder why he ran out on us.
I don't know, but we'd better find out.
Well, the store's locked. Slade, Pierce!
Look, that smoke. We've got to get out of here. Let's find something to break the door down with. Here, give me a hand with this. Stay down low where the air is clear.
Hey, Marlin. What's this about Fairfield and the kid Jack Armstrong?
When you got rats in the storeroom, you fumigate.
Where's Pierce?
In the office, I'll get him.
Not yet. We haven't figured out what to do about him.
What do you mean?
I mean that Pierce is slipping. He didn't like the idea of anything happening to that Fairfield bunch.
So what? He's just chicken-hearted.
Maybe. But Pierce is smart enough to figure angles. He might be playing his own game, selling us out and taking over himself.
And it's time to get rid of him.
Not that way. We've got to make it look like an accident.
Slade locking that door and planting that smoke bomb proves this was a deliberate plan to kill us.
But who's behind it, I wonder?
I don't know, but some of that gang are still around here.
If they are, they'll be back eventually to see how their scheme worked.
And when they come, we'll be waiting for them.
We'd better put out the light.
Oh, Marlin, wait a minute.
Where are you going?
I want to get rid of some dead rats.
You mind if I go along?
Now, that gas may be pretty strong. You better wait outside.
What happened to you, Pierce?
We'd better get him away from here, quick.
What is it, Mullen?
I suppose Blair's told you about his suspicions of Pierce.
Yes, and he also told me how Jack Armstrong and Fairfield got away last night.
Yeah, and they took Pierce with them.
So I've heard. Maybe they still trust Pierce, but I don't. Blair trailed them to Humorless camp, and I've ordered him to keep close watch on their movements.
Well, let's close in and wipe them all out.
No, it's too risky. Humala has a lot of followers. We'll play a waiting game, and sooner or later we'll get our chance.
Good morning, Gregory. How are you feeling?
Much better, thanks.
What happened to you last night, Mr. Pierce?
Frankly, I don't know. I was knocked out by something. I've no idea by what or whom.
Well, I have. There are plenty of suspects on this island. It might have been one of the gang who were holding Vic Hardy prisoner.
I can hardly believe it. Have you any idea where Vic is?
No, only that he's hidden somewhere on this island.
And I'm in favor of continuing the search for him right now.
Well, Vic was my friend, too. Let me join you.
Fair enough. What was that?
Oh, probably some wild animal at that water we just passed.
Some human animal. You two keep going. I'll take a look.
Maybe Jack's met up with someone. He may need help.
From what I've seen of him, he can take care of himself.
Good hunting, Jack.
This bird was trailing us.
You know who he is?
I never saw him before in my life.
Well, I have. He's definitely one of the gang.
Then we better take him back to camp.
All right, let's go.
Again, the reaction is negative. Yes, but perhaps if we double the amount of solution J, we'll get a better reaction.
Any progress, Don?
Not yet, Grood.
After Hardy's arrival, I thought the Godwick ray gun would be promptly completed.
Constructing the first model was comparatively simple. Perfecting the master model is far more difficult. We've been combining the 706 mixture with solution J, but we haven't yet discovered the proper proportions. All we can do is keep on trying. You'll get it.
I'm asking you for the last time. Where's Vic Hardy hidden?
And I'm still not talking.
Yumala, come here. You think you can loosen his tongue?
Him fella, go! Go! Man, stop. Last man who no talk. His head, here.
Oh, this is all a bluff. Jack Armstrong and the Fairfields wouldn't let you pull a stunt like this.
Prepare sacrifice table. Go! Sacrifice soon begin. You talk now? Sacrifice no good. Time soon up. Talk! Go to sacrifice table. Go! High man to sacrifice table.
No, wait a minute, I'll talk. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Let's take him inside.
Go.
Now then, mister, you say Vic is held prisoner in some cavern. Can you lead us to it?
I don't know where it is.
Oh, you don't? Maybe Yumala can refresh your memory.
You want sacrifice table?
I know where it is, all right, but I'd be killed if I took you there. I can draw a map showing its location.
Loosen these bonds, Jack. Has anyone a large piece of paper?
I have, Uncle Jim.
You go north halfway to the sacred grotto. This will bring you to a high rock painted with crazy designs. Then you go east 1/4 mile to a mass of rocks. Bear left until you get to a narrow winding trail. Follow this trail until you come to a passage between high rocks. It's sort of like an entrance to a tunnel.
Blair, steering, Jack, Armstrong, and Fairfields on false lead into hidden well. Prepare reception. Pierce.
Those instructions seem clear enough. If we start now, we should reach the place within an hour.
I'd better follow Pierce's instructions and see that our friends are properly received.
I thought you said you didn't trust Pierce. He may be up to something.
If he is, he signed his own death warrant. I'll see that the trap includes him.
Betty, we don't know what we're running into. You better stay here with Yumala.
Oh, but Uncle Jim.
Watch this fella, Betty. And don't hesitate to use this gun if necessary.
As one of poor Vic's friends, I insist on going along with you. It's the least I can do.
Why not?
This had better not be a wild goose chase. If I find you've tricked us, I'll save Yumala the trouble of taking care of you when we get back.
That ought to do it. We'd better be getting out of here.
Yeah, they'll be coming soon.
There's the painted rock. This is where we turn east.
Relax, sister. I was only getting a cigarette.
Where did you get that case? It looks exactly like one Mr. Pierce owns.
Maybe we got them at the same store.
Why, it is his. Here's his initials, GP. A radio set. Did Pierce use this radio to warn someone where Jack and the others were going? So that is it. You and Pierce tricked us. Yumala, Watch him.
We watch. According to the map, this is the entrance.
It must be. There's footprints.
Well, evidently Blair was telling the truth.
We'll find out for sure when we get inside.
Wait a minute. Don't you think we ought to post a guard?
It's a good idea. Suppose you stay, Pierce. Certainly, Jim.
Gee, it sure is spooky in here.
Somehow this doesn't look right.
You can say that again.
I've got an uncomfortable feeling that something's wrong. Maybe we should have brought Hummel and some of his tribesmen.
Too late for that now. We might as well explore the rest of this passage and see where it leads to.
I think we'd better turn back.
You seem to forget we came here to find Vic Hardy.
We've come this far, might as well go on.
What new turn of events is taking place at the trading post? Will Grood release the full power at his command to wipe out all opposition? Be sure to see The Secret Room, Chapter 8 of Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy, at this theater next week. Jack Armstrong, Jack Armstrong, Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy! Obtaining information from Blair, their prisoner, as to where Vic Hardy is held captive, Jack, Billy, and Uncle Jim speed to that location. But Betty now learns that Blair has sent them into a trap. She attempts to warn them, but before she can reach them...
I think we'd better turn back.
You seem to forget we came here to find Vic Hardy.
We've come this far, might as well go on.
Uncle Jim!
See if you can find a way to get us out of here, Betty.
Hurry up!
I'll go out first so I can help you get out.
Okay. go, Jim.
I don't think they'll follow us for a while.
Say, that was a nice 1-2 you gave that fella, Billy.
Oh, that water was cold. I had to warm up.
We certainly owe Betty a vote of thanks.
Well, if you can't help a fellow out of a hole.
Yeah, a nice, cold, wet one, too.
Into which of all people our friend Mr. Pierce dropped us. His turning up on the other side helps clear up a lot of things.
He was in on the disappearance of Vic and other things.
I'm sure of that now, and it's a good thing for us to know it.
Well, we've still got that fella Blair tied up at Umala's camp. He knows a lot of things we want to know. Let's go back there and give him a real workout.
Oh, boy, am I glad to see you. Get that knife over there.
What happened?
Many white men take white man away.
Jack, Billy, see what you can do for those that are hurt. What we learned about Pierce today suggests that we might take stock of where we stand.
Now, we know where Pierce stands, that's for sure.
We know Vic Hardy's on this island.
Exactly, but we don't know why. Though we can presume that it's in connection with some scientific experiment.
We make party for white friends.
Oh, thank you, Umala.
You know, I'll bet everything that Pierce ordered from your factory's right here on this island.
No doubt. But we don't know where this work is going on or who's the guiding mind behind it.
Pierce knows.
Too bad we didn't hold on to Pierce.
Well, we must have been pretty close to finding out, Uncle Jim, or else they wouldn't be so anxious to get rid of us.
That's right.
I think their place is near that grotto or in those underground caverns.
That would be my guess, too. But we tried that once and almost got flattened out.
They know something. Maybe even atomic power.
I thought of that, too, Jack. And it doesn't sound too fantastic. Yes, it may be some atomic power even beyond the known elements.
Well, that's what they need Victor for.
That's right, exactly.
No one we've run up against looks like he knows anything about atomic disintegration.
How about our good friend, the trader?
Grood always has seemed pretty smooth.
Much too smooth. We may be wrong, but we can't overlook any possibility. I think we could do a bit of investigating at the trading post.
Right.
I still can't figure who knocked me out at the mill. It couldn't have been Jack Armstrong or one of the Fairfields.
Forget it, Pierce. If you've had as much trouble with them as we've had, you'd believe anything.
Then why isn't something being done?
You know, I've asked that question several times. I think it's in your hands at the moment.
Then just leave it that way. I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea about that. That is about me.
Did you come here to squawk or report about the shipment you brought?
Has it been unloaded?
I checked it. Most of it's off. Now the two special cases.
I got the two cases inside. As soon as the truck is unloaded, I'll send it to the laboratory.
Then I'll get over and tell Zorn exactly what's coming.
And also tell him that we want to see some results from that new man, Hardy. Or we'll have to put on a little pressure.
That's my department.
And before long, I hope that your department has all it can handle. Of course, that'll depend upon what he brought.
Well, we have everything that Zorn ordered.
Good. Blair, take him to the laboratory. Hold everybody there. I'll be along in a little while. I have some special instructions for the whole outfit.
Maybe we've hit a little pay dirt.
Are we going to follow them, Uncle Jim?
No, we'll stick to what we decided. Let's try to settle one thing at a time.
Then let's go in the trading post.
I think one can handle it better. I'll just walk in casually. But you keep your eyes open just in case. You better hold this, Jack.
Good evening, Mr. Fairfield.
How are you, Mr. Grood?
I'm surprised to see you so far away from your camp.
Our camp? I didn't think anyone knew where we were.
Well, I don't actually, but I imagine you made a camp somewhere.
I came down because I was very anxious to see Mr. Pierce.
Well, I think you'll find him at the mill.
No, thank you. I've been there once. That's enough.
Yeah, some people can be awful rough at times.
Oh, so you knew about that, too? Yes, they tried out one of their special bombs on us.
Tried to suffocate you?
I didn't say it was a smoke bomb, Grood.
No, you didn't. I guess Pierce told me.
I'd also like to learn something about the caverns under the native sacred grotto.
Did you say caverns?
Yes, that's right.
I don't believe I know about them.
Did that scientific equipment from the ship clear through the trading post, Grood?
You're full of information, Mr. Fairfield. I don't know that the ship brought any such equipment.
Now, don't be disturbed, Grood. I only hope to pick up enough parts to set up a radio transmitter, that's all.
That is something these island posts don't stop. Why, we'd never be able to sell that sort of merchandise to the natives.
Just thought I'd ask. If you run into Pierce, tell him I'd like to see him.
Well, I'll be happy to.
And please check up on those caverns for him, Mr. Grood. I'm very anxious to see them. I'd hate to leave the island and have to go back and tell my friends that I'd missed such a sight. Thank you very much, Mr. Grood.
Not at all, Mr. Fairfield.
Did you have any luck, Uncle Jim?
He may be our man. He's much too glib. He knew about the smoke pots being used on us at the mill. Then he decided to be very dumb. Said he never heard of any caverns. He denied knowing the scientific equipment came in on the ship.
Did you see anything suspicious around the trading post?
Not a thing, but I didn't expect much on that score.
Look, there he is.
He came out of the rear of the building. I don't remember any other entrance.
Maybe we better have a little private investigation of our own.
Right. I know how to get in. You wait here. The width of this room certainly doesn't correspond with the outside measurements of the building.
That's right. There must be a room on the other side of that wall.
I don't see any door.
There must be a secret entrance.
Well, let's look for it. I think you're wrong, Jack. I don't see anything. There it is.
Zorn calling. Zorn calling.
What is it, Zorn?
Is there some delay?
No, there's no trouble.
We'll expect the cases in a half an hour.
Very well, Zorn. That gives us a little time. This man's Zorn. I wonder who he is.
Well, he must be one of Grood's gang at their hideout.
I know how we can find that hideout.
How?
I'll hide in this case and he'll take me right to it.
That's an idea. But I'd better go in the case, Billy.
Oh, I thought of it first, Jack. We'll let Uncle Jim decide.
No, Billy, I don't like to have you take that chance.
Oh, but I want to.
We can follow whoever comes to pick up the cases. Then we'll be there to help Billy.
All right, Billy. You can probably join up with Vic. Between us, we might settle the entire affair.
There's some tools. Let's get busy.
Blair, take your men and go back to the trading post. And see that they don't escape this time. They probably think they got another half hour.
Yes, sir.
I'll send over the equipment as soon as possible. In the meantime, I've got to get back to the post to see they don't mess this up.
I'd like to see this, too.
No, you stay here with Zorn. He may need you when the equipment arrives.
I wonder what this thing is.
I think it might be their cyclotron casing. Better get out of the way.
We can hide it up in those rafters.
Go ahead.
We'd better crate you up quickly, Billy.
Okay.
Good luck, Billy.
Thanks, Uncle Jim.
We got here too late, Grood. Whoever was inside is gone.
Here comes the truck. You boys get inside and bring those cases out.
Back up and turn around, Slade. We're heading for the swamp.
Right.
That truck won't be able to go very fast. We shouldn't have much trouble following it.
Zorn speaking.
There'll be a delay. One of the Jack Armstrong crowd is in a packing case on the truck. I'm sending the truck through the swamp.
I understand. We'll stand by for further orders.
Grood calling Marlin on the truck.
Wonder why they're stopping.
We'll soon find out.
They're backing up to the swamp.
They're up to something. I don't like this.
Open that big case, Haynes.
They're opening the packing case.
They must know Billy's in it.
All right, you, get out of there.
the natives finally to rise in full revolt against the intruders? Is even their princess unable to protect the lives of our expedition? For the sensational answers, see Human Targets, Chapter 9 of Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy, at this theater next week.
Jack Armstrong, Jack Armstrong, Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy.
Attempting to learn the location of the secret laboratory, Billy gets into a packing case which is to be taken there by truck. Zorn learns of this and now plans a trap for the unsuspecting Billy. As the truck reaches the edge of a swamp...
Open that big case, Haynes.
They're opening the packing case.
They must know Billy's in it.
All right, you, get out of there.
Talk about the Marines landing in time. Yumala and his natives certainly saved the day for us.
Someone knew you were hidden in that packing case, Billy. We're dealing with clever enemies.
This island's full of enemies, Jack.
Well, we've accounted for one. All we can do now is chase after the others.
I'm afraid they've got too much of a start, but it's worth a try.
We were doing our best to pick them off when something happened. We had all we could do to get into the truck and escape with our lives.
Go on, Blair. What happened?
Then we were attacked by Yumala and about 100 of his natives.
100 natives? Are you sure?
Yeah, all of that. They came swarming at us like hornets.
Then the situation is more serious than I thought. Too many natives joining Yumala. We're going to lose our hold on the natives unless we act fast.
Well, you say the word and we'll wipe out Yumala and all of his tribesmen.
Yeah? In the same manner that you eliminated Jack Armstrong and the Fairfields, I suppose. Never mind, Marlin.
What else can we do?
Keep ourselves in the clear by enlisting Naga's aid.
I wouldn't trust that tribal leader any farther than I could throw a ship's anchor.
Perhaps not, but Naga's valuable. He's been blinded by my promises of great personal power. Naga's got a lot of followers, and they'll do as he orders.
Suppose they refuse?
We have one great friend on this island, superstition. These savages will be very quick to obey when they hear the voice of their ancient god, Exalta.
Exalta, thy people pray to hear you speak. Speak, Exalta.
I, your god, Exalta, have watched with displeasure the presence of 4 unfriendly whites on your sacred island. I have seen them invade your village, your homes, murder your people, and divide your tribe into embittered, warring factions. These trespassers are disciples of death. They seek to destroy you and then steal your lands and wealth for themselves. I, Exalta, command you to act. Exalta has spoken.
Stop! By what authority does this ceremony take place? I gave no orders.
No, Princess Alura. The authority comes from a greater power. Exalta has spoken.
Exalta? And what would appease his wrath this time?
The death of the 4 white strangers who have invaded this island.
No, you must not harm them, Naga. They came here as friends to seek one who is missing.
Their evil tongues hide the truth. They are enemies and must die. Exalta has willed it.
Exalta is wrong. I forbid you to carry out this unjust command.
Do you dare scorn the wishes of our immortal god, Exalta?
I dare to question the identity of the voice calling itself our god. It is strange that Exalta has been stilled for many generations, suddenly speaks again and again like someone unknown to us, mocking the true Exalta.
Hear your princess defile the name of Exalta. The white demons have poisoned her thoughts.
You cannot believe this, my people. It is untrue.
You are a traitor. You have violated the sanctity of this sacred grotto. In the name of Exalta, I condemn you to a traitor's death. Seize her. Remove her to the village. the execution, we must have one other to die with the princess.
Who, Naga?
Yumala. He has also defied Exalta by aiding the white demons. Yumala must die with Alura.
But his tribesmen are loyal. They'll never give him up to you.
Then we must use cunning. Songwe can be trusted. You will go secretly to Yumala's camp and bring back the traitor.
It will be done.
Do not fail. Then you will have your reward.
Looks to me like a wild goose chase.
Yes, I was afraid we'd never be able to locate that truck.
We should have seen some sign of it, Uncle Jim. I wonder what they did with it.
They probably have it concealed in some secret place.
Well, we better get back to camp. Betty will be wondering what happened to us.
Amata!
I wonder what those drums mean.
They usually mean the natives are up to no good. Those drums and Yumala's disappearance may be tied up together. By following the sound of those relayed messages, we may be able to locate where Yumala's being taken.
Well, we can't all go. We'd be spotted too easily. I'll take over the job.
Wait, Jack. We'll draw lots from numbered slips of paper. The high man gets the job.
There's paper in the hut, Uncle Jim. Here it is, Uncle Jim. Why, he's gone.
But where? He wouldn't start off by himself, would he?
I'm afraid he would, Betty. We'll have to try to follow him. You stay here.
Well, why can't I go along?
Jack may come back, and one of us should be here.
Oh, all right, Uncle Jim.
Your struggles are hopeless. At the setting sun, you will be taken to the place of execution. The time for sacrifice is near. The sun will soon be down.
Get on your way to your camp, Yumla. We'll catch up with you.
You shouldn't come here. They intend to kill you. Go, quickly.
We'll both go.
You, white demon, whom great God Exalta has delivered to us. You will die too with Alura. Omai Tatawa!
It's Yumla. Yumla! Yumla!
Jack went to the village to find you. Have you seen him?
Yeah, he saved me. I go for help.
Where is he?
At the village. Free Princess.
Well, let's go.
Exalta is a kind God. Has no wish to end life too quickly. He permits you to enjoy slow death. Somak. Exalta will be avenged.
What treacherous game is Gregory Pierce playing now? What is this fearful new weapon that's being brought into action by the conspirators? Next week, in this theater, see the plot unfold further in Battle of the Warriors, Chapter 10 of Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy. Armstrong, Jack Armstrong, Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy. Jack tries to rescue the native princess as her people rise in revolt against her. But both are captured by the treacherous Naga. And now, while Yumala leads a belated rescue party toward the village, Jack and the princess face death by primitive native torture.
It's Yumala! 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 Jack went to the village to find you. Have you seen him?
Yeah, he saved me. I go for help.
Where is he?
At the village. Free princess.
Well, let's go!
Now Exalta will be avenged.
My people, you say I am taboo. For this, I have stayed away from this village. But now I come back to say, I am not taboo, but one among you is evil. I say it is Naga who deceives you. We will let our great god Exalta say which one is evil. I alone will meet Naga in battle. If I die, white man, princess, will be sacrificed. If Naga die, white man, princess, go free. Exalta, oh great God, tell my people, which one speaks truth?
Naga accepts. My people, I do not fear.
We can't let Yumala do this. We've got to stop them.
You must not interfere. It is a custom of my people.
But Naga's the strongest warrior of your tribe. Yumala won't have a chance.
You heard Yumala say Exalta will decide. It is better so. Exalta has spoken. Let all my people bow to his will.
Hey, Jacqueline.
Something wrong?
I don't know, but Jacqueline and I are going to investigate. You better notify Drew that the natives are up to something.
And I'll say that you'll report later?
Yes, we'll all check in at the trading post.
Right.
Your friends Jack Armstrong and the Fairfields don't seem to stand in so well with the natives.
What are you trying to say?
Perhaps that trouble Blair spoke of means that something's happened to them.
Incidentally, you're not in too good a spot yourself.
Oh, the natives don't even know I'm alive.
And they won't even know when you're dead.
That's not all you wanted to say.
I only know what I hear, and in this place I hear plenty. I think your number's up, Mr. Pierce.
Your trick won't work. You can't turn us against each other.
All right, but don't mention it to Grood. I'd hate to have him hear that I was doing any talking.
Grood calling. This is Zorn. Is Pierce in the laboratory?
Yes, he's here.
Let me talk to him.
All right. Pierce.
What is it, Grood?
There's some items missing, and I want you to go to the mill and check on them. Marlin will meet you there.
I'll go there immediately.
What were you and Pierce talking about?
Oh, just a little personal chat. We knew each other back on the mainland.
It isn't healthy to talk too much, Mr. Hardy.
Be sure you remember that.
I like 3.
Dealer takes 1.
Hold it! Put your guns on the table one at a time. You first, Marlin. Lobard. Slade. Now get away from that table. Over there. Just so you won't be tempted.
What's the idea, Pierce?
I've got some talking to do. I know what Grood's up to. He thinks I've outlived my usefulness. But he's wrong. The thing that surprises me is that you're not wise to him. You know, none of you are any more use to him. What's going to happen to you?
You're talking over your head.
You know I'm not, Marlin. When it comes time for the payoff on the big scheme, Grood is going to count you out the same as he wants to count me out. But you can get a better break. I'll give it to you.
Well, that's mighty big of you, Pierce. But it's still all talk.
Who's been furnishing all the stuff Grood's been working with? I have. And I know more about it than anybody else. Now, with a little help, I can take over.
Keep talking, Pierce.
They've got a little gadget in the lab, a beam gun. We can get a hold of it and take over the whole works, including Grood. And anybody who helps me comes in for a full cut, no double cross. Now, does that begin to make sense?
He's right, Marlin.
You know, I could have drilled the 3 of you, but I didn't. So that ought to start us off straight.
Well, how do we know you can carry it through?
I've figured that all out, too. Now, let's get comfortable, and I'll tell you my plan.
It is good we are all once more together. Proclaim to all my people that Yumala and these people are our friends.
Princess Alura, we've made plans to drive the other white people from your island.
We think we'll find them somewhere in the caverns.
There is a secret grotto under the temple grounds.
With your help, we'll storm their hiding place.
My first words, O Princess, is that our warriors join in fight for our island home.
Order the best fighters of our tribe to be ready when the moon comes up out of sea.
We'll attack tonight at the cavern entrance, at the grotto, and at the fire pit.
It's Tabori. He may be bringing us some more news. You bring news?
Altogether, Kanaka come along 3 fellow white men.
You mean the natives are going to join up with Jack Armstrong and the Fairfields?
Tonight, big fight. Kill them all together, you fellow.
You're going to attack tonight?
When the moon come up.
Thanks, Tabori. We'll be ready for them.
You give him something big, this fellow?
We'll make you king of the island.
King?
Blair, Jacqueline. We've got a lot of trouble on our hands tonight. We're going to the laboratory. We've got plenty of work to do. Zorn, is the cosmic beam ready?
It's ready, and we await only the opportunity to demonstrate it.
What's your opinion, Hardy?
There's no doubt that we isolated a new element, silurium.
And you're positive of its action?
Yes. As we control its disintegration, a cosmic beam will result, generating heat equal to the temperature of the sun.
Is the gun prepared?
Both the gun and the activating tube.
Well, you'll get your chance to demonstrate it tonight. Jack Armstrong and the Fairfields, with all the natives helping them, are going to attack.
They should make an ample target for our demonstration.
Directly after dark, set up the gun at the location we decided on.
Right. It's all ready to operate, Professor.
Good.
Weckler, you and Lessop stand by for action. There's a guard stationed at every entrance to the sacred grotto.
Well, aren't you going to stay and watch the results?
No, I'll watch it from the laboratory.
I think we'd better separate here, Uncle Jim.
All right, you and Billy circle to the right. We'll go this way.
Wait a minute. Let him get a little closer.
Give the signal to attack.
Punto, comando! Comando, punto!
Let him have it.
will possess this new weapon that seems to hold the balance of power? How long can Jack hope to combat the powerful forces arrayed against him? See the thrilling answers in Cosmic Annihilator, Chapter 11 of Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy, at this theater next week.
The Lone Ranger. Fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
This is a story of one of the most mysterious characters to appear in the early days of the West. He was a fabulous individual, a man whose presence brought fear to the lawless and hope to those who wanted to make this frontier land their home. He was known as the Lone Ranger. Indians on the warpath. Red man versus white. Burnings, scalpings, atrocities, massacres. These scenes of bloodshed and death finally have vanished from the West at the time our story opens. For the great white father in Washington has acted in the Indians' behalf. The pipe of peace has been smoked and solemn treaties made which guarantee forever the rights and property of the red man. He has been given large grants of land on which to live. Regular shipments of supplies to provide for his needs are sent him on rigid schedules from the east. And law and order in his territory is being maintained by the presence of United States troops. For a long period, the Indians lived contentedly and in harmony with the white man. Then one day, a smoke signal appears in the sky. A signal which for many centuries has been the Indian's telegraph, his means of transmitting a message across the miles. On this particular day, the message from afar was of importance to Tonto, friend and faithful companion of the Lone Ranger.
2 quick puffs. That's your sign, Tonto.
Come from Cheyenne country.
Must be from Chief Swift Eagle.
Chief Swift Eagle, good friend. See what him want.
Oso. Easy cañón. Oxo. He says that it's important to see you right away, but he doesn't say why.
Chief Swift Eagle have plenty good reason or him not send for Tonto. Me signal me go.
Oso. Easy cañón. Oxo.
We find him on Washita Reservation.
Then you'd better be on your way.
You not come, Kemosabe?
No, Tonto, I want to visit Father Batista at his mission. He may have some news for me.
When me see you again?
I'll meet you at the big cave on the Washita River in 2 days. You go on. I'll break up camp.
Me hurry, see what friend want.
Tonto.
Yes, Kemosabe?
They're strict around the reservations these days. Be sure to report to the Indian agent in charge there.
Me see him first thing.
Hello, Father. Welcome, my son. It's been a long time since you last passed this way.
Yes, it has. Thank you.
Where's Tonto?
He went to see his friend, Chief Swift Eagle, on the Washita Reservation.
The Washita?
Why, yes. Something wrong, Father?
I hope he doesn't meet with trouble.
Trouble? What kind of trouble?
The Army has issued orders that any Indians found off their reservations south of the Cimarron River are to be arrested as renegades.
Renegades?
Yes, and they're to be exiled to the Florida Everglades.
Why, those disease-infested swamps would kill a northern Indian in less than a week.
I know.
Why, Father? What's the reason behind it all?
Oh, Inspector. Here's someone who can tell you about it.
Good morning, Father.
This is Inspector Williams from the Department of Indian Affairs. Don't let the mask cause you any concern, Inspector. This is the Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger? Say, I've heard a lot about you. Glad to meet you, Inspector. Father Batista has told me about the order exiling Indians from their homes. Oh? Well, that order was issued to protect the food and supplies we send to the Indians. Well, what do you mean? Our supply trains haven't been getting through. They've been attacked? That's right. Renegade Indians. They slaughter the drivers and take the supplies. You're positive it's done by Indians? That's the report from one of our own agents, Jim Lackey. Yes, he should know. But to call any Indian found off the reservation a renegade. Oh, that was the Army's idea, not ours. I see.
Now you see why I was concerned about Tonto.
I'll see to it that nothing happens to Tonto. I'll start for the Washita right away. Do you mind if I ride along with you? I'm on a tour of inspection. That's where I'm going. Glad to have you, Inspector. Bye, Father. Adios, Father. And many thanks for your hospitality.
You were most welcome.
Thank you.
Good luck, my friend.
Adios. On, Silver.
Where have you been, Bolin? I've been sitting on fish hooks all day waiting for you.
What's eating you, Lackey?
Did you and your cutthroats raid that supply train that's coming in?
No. Didn't know there was one.
That's a relief.
Something wrong, Lackey?
You bet there is. We've got to lay off for a while. The Indian Bureau is bellowing its head off.
You think they're getting wise?
No, they still think it's renegade Indians.
Well, then, what do we got to worry about?
This letter from Washington. Just one more raid, and there's going to be a special investigation.
That wouldn't be so good. If anyone came snooping around here, they might find out that me and my boys are deserters.
What do you mean, might? Now, we've got to take it easy and let some of those supplies get through. At least until things cool off a little.
Hold it.
How?
What's your business, Indian?
Me come to Washita, see Chief Swift Eagle.
What do you want with Swift Eagle?
Him old friend, make power.
You got your own rations?
Me got food.
It's a good thing. Grub is too scarce around here these days to be feeding stray Indians.
You have plenty food soon. Past supply train on way here.
Glad to hear it. That'll be good news for Swift Eagle and his outfit. What do you call yourself?
Me Tonto, not Cheyenne. Come from north.
All right, you can go now. You'll find Swift Eagle camped 4 miles up the line.
Wait a minute, Injun. What'd you say your name was?
Me Tonto.
That's all. Something mighty familiar about that Injun.
Ah, all Indians look alike.
Maybe. But I've seen him before. See you later.
For many moons now, my people hungry. Many of them weak and sick. Must have food, white man's medicine to make them well again. That's why me send for you, Tonto, in hope you and your good friend, the Lone Ranger, will help. Kimasabi helps with Eagle's people. Him good friend. But you say you not see him till tomorrow. That right? Maybe too late then. Supply train now 1 day's ride away. Will be in Blue Canyon by next sunrise. That where every attack made. That not good. Swift Eagle ask Indian agent Lackey protect supplies, but they no get here. Now time come for Swift Eagle to act. Escort supply train with best warriors. That bad, Swift Eagle. Indian agent make big trouble if you go off reservation. Him not know what we do till wagon arrive safe. Maybe men with wagons think you renegades. Start battle. Swift Eagle think of that. But also think of my people who starve and die. We watch wagon from hills. Show ourselves only if attack made. You come, Tonto?
Taunt to ride with good friend Swift Eagle.
Oh, here you come. Yeah.
There's the spot I was to meet Tonto. But it seems that someone else got there first. Looks like an army patrol.
Yes. Could be a detachment from Fort Mason looking for renegades. Hope they don't take your friend Tonto for a renegade, if they meet up with him.
Tonto will be careful. I wasn't to meet him until tomorrow. Meanwhile, Inspector, we'll camp up the line. The soldiers may be gone by morning. Then I'll come back and meet Tonto. On, Silver.
I just figured out who he is. I saw him in Fort Dodge about a year ago.
Well?
He's the engine that rides with the Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger? Are you sure?
Positive.
We can't have him snooping around here. He might bring in his masked friend.
Yeah.
That masked man might be here even now.
Well, what'll we do?
We're going to have a talk with that Indian. Come on.
That night, Bolin and Lackey, after failing to find Tonto or Chief Swift Eagle, cruelly forced the chief's terrified squaw to give them the information they demand.
I think this is about the best break we ever got.
What do you mean, break?
The brass in Washington think the Indians have been staging these raids, don't they? Now we prove it.
How? You heard her say they rode off to guard the supply train, not attack it.
My orders say that all Indians found off the reservation are renegades. Well, Swift Eagle and all his braves are off the reservation right now.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Now, Swift Eagle still thinks that your men are Army regulars. It'll be a cinch to arrest them.
Yeah. And you follow the War Department's order and send them to the Everglades.
But they'll never reach Florida. Your men will shoot them when they try to escape. All nice and legal.
I get it. Then Washington has nothing to investigate.
Right. We better round up the boys at the cave. They got work to do.
What about her?
She can't do anything. Come on.
The next morning, the Lone Ranger, after leaving Inspector Williams to ride on to the Washita Reservation alone, returns to the cave, where he has arranged to meet his faithful Indian companion, Tonto. The cave is deserted of soldiers, yet the masked man sees no sign of his Indian friend.
Easy, big fellow. Easy. What are those supplies doing here?
What's it to you?
They're the ones the Indians never received. I'll get over there.
Hey, what are you going to do?
Keep you quiet and out of the way for a while. Move. There, that should hold you. I have to find Inspector Williams. On, Silver!
Get those engines off their horses, Pete. Well, hurry up.
Well, how'd it go?
They surrendered without firing a shot.
Thought the Army had turned on them, huh? What did you do with them?
I had my men take them to the cave. They'll be safe there until we get rid of them.
What'd you bring Swift Eagle here for?
You've forgotten about the Lone Ranger? One of my men heard the chief talk about him. I figured between the two of them, we'd find out where the masked man is. Here they are, boss.
They make big mistake. We not ride to attack supply train. That's right, Mr. Lackey. We guard train so food will come.
Guard it? You mean attack it?
You know the Army order. Indians found off their reservation are to be considered renegades and deported to the Florida Everglades.
Well, Injun, you think your pal, the Lone Ranger, can help you now?
He must have a good man. Him find out truth.
Where's the Lone Ranger now?
Why you want to know?
That's our business. Well, speak up. Oh, another stubborn Injun. Maybe this will loosen your tongue. You gonna talk now? You keep out of this.
You think you can beat it out of him?
If I can't, I'll go to work on Swift Eagle.
Hold it, Boland. There's someone coming up the road. Now, we'll find out what he wants, but you and Pete keep your guns handy in case we have to get out of here quick.
What about them?
Oh, we're just attending to official business. Questioning a couple of captured renegades. Hello. Where's...
What are you doing to these Indians? Where's the agent in charge?
That's me.
Inspector Williams, Bureau of Indian Affairs. Now, what's the meaning of this?
Well, we caught these Indians stalking a wagon train.
These men wrong, Inspector. Cheyenne, honest Indians.
Shut up. This is an Army matter, mister. On the contrary, it's a matter for the Bureau, and you're not using that whip anymore. I demand a full explanation.
Well, no, just a minute, Inspector. It's like this, you see.
That'll keep him quiet for a while.
What did you do that for? Now we'll have to get out of here fast. We'll take what we've made and call it quits.
You're not getting afraid, are you? We can take care of the inspector and the engines.
Well, I still don't like it. Not with the Lone Ranger around. I'm getting out. Well, anyway, it sure paid off while it lasted. Too bad we had to cut it short like this.
You know, Lackey, I just been thinking. Washington don't know nothing about me and Pete here. With the two engines, the inspector, and you out of the way?
You wouldn't.
Why not? What do you say to a two-way split, Pete?
Sounds good, boss.
There's your answer, Lackey.
Didn't like the sniveling coward either. Hey, what about the men at the cave?
Well, I worry about them. After all, who can trust Army deserters with money? Get outside and get the horses. I got a little unfinished business in here.
Right, boss.
Taking care of you two engines is going to give me extra special pleasure.
Hurry up in there!
Be right with you, Pete. Now, Tonto, start saying your prayers to your totem.
We've been looking for you on your feet. You're under arrest. Sergeant, watch him. You too. We've been looking for you and Bowen for a long time. Come along. Sergeant, take charge of these deserters. Now, stranger, who are you?
A man who just saved our lives.
Inspector Williams.
Hello, Flynn. You got here just in time.
This is Lieutenant Murray.
Inspector? Lieutenant?
His company from Fort Mason was out looking for deserters when they met our supplies ran. We heard some shots as we were bringing Flynn's wagon up the trail. Sounded like trouble, so we came on ahead.
Is Bowen one of the men you're looking for?
He certainly is. We've been looking for him and his friends for over a year.
Hear him say rest of men in cave near Washita. They renegades. They raid supply train, not Indians.
That's right. I found some of the supplies stolen from the wagon train still in the cave.
Boland kill Indian agent. Him body inside.
What?
Him speak truth, Lieutenant. Indian agent plan raids. But Boland shoot him when they go to split up money.
I'm beginning to understand a few things now, Lieutenant. Our agent, Lackey, wanted us to believe that renegade Indians were raiding the supply trains, while he and Bowen and his men were the real renegades. Say, you got here just in time.
I was on my way to find you, Inspector. I heard some gunshots. I knew something was wrong.
Kimosabe. Many Swift Eagle's braves held prisoner in cave now. Boland have his men take them to cave after they capture us.
So, some more of Boland's deserter friends are around here. Well, my troop will take care of them in a hurry. Then you won't need us anymore, Lieutenant. We're certainly indebted to you and your Indian friend here. Chief Swift Eagle, you can tell your people from now on that their supplies will be sure of getting through.
You have my word on that, Swift Eagle.
Swift Eagle and his people never forget this day. Are their friend Tonto or Tonto's good friend?
Montano.
Who'd you say that masked man was?
Well, he's the Lone Ranger.
Well, what do you know? The Lone Ranger.
Hello, and that was Jack Armstrong, chapters 6 through 10. Join us next week. Stay safe. Wear a mask if you go outside. And thanks. We'll see you then. Good night, folks.